this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs and moving averages, today's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Thursday the 14th of October. Bitcoin against US dollar, bullish start to the day. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 56,482 to continue the run at the first major resistance level at 58,661. Support from the broader market will be needed for Bitcoin to break out from 58,500 levels. So barring an extended rally on, they expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin target 60,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 59,955. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level of 55,188 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 53,000 levels. Second major support level at 53,009 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, widening of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day coming off the back of this morning's rally. So look out for further direction there. On the EMAs, that's a bullish signal, 50 pulling away from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. So key, avoid the pivot at 56,482, break through 58,500 levels to then target 60,000 levels on the day. Moving across to Ethereum against US dollar, also positive start. Going to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 3545 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3678. Support will be needed for Ethereum to break out from this morning's high 3633.22. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 3800 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3747. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 3476 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should continue to avoid sub 3300 levels. 23.6% fib at 3369 and the second major support level at 3343 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but no signs of any imminent bearish cross, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, 50s closing in on the 100 and pulling away from the 200, so look out for a possible bullish cross 50 through the 100 that would support a further breakout for Ethereum. So key would be to avoid the pivot 3545 and break through this morning's high 3633.22 to bring resistance levels into play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, also positive start. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid a fallback through the 23.6% fib at 178 and the pivot at 175 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 182. Support from the broader market would be needed for Litecoin to break back through to 180s. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin target 190 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 187. Fallback through the 23.6% fib and through the pivot at 175 will bring the first major support level at 170 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay well clear of sub 165. Second major support level sits at 163. Looking at MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but no immediate signs of a bearish cross, so keep an eye on the direction. On the EMAs, 50 crossing through the 200 and narrowing on the 100, so that's bullish for Litecoin through the morning. So key through the early part of the day, avoid a fallback through the 23.6% fib at 178 and the pivot at 175. I've moved back through to 180s to bring resistance levels into play. Looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, also bullish start. Going to need to Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 1.1135 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.1520. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break out from yesterday's high 1.13862. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.2s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.1771. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1.0883 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid the second major support level at 1.0499. 38.2% fib at 1.0659 should limit the downside. Looking at MACDs, we had a widening of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, providing support. On the EMAs, 50s closing in on the 100 and pulling away from the 200, also providing support through the early part of the day. So look out for a possible bullish cross through the day to support a breakout for Ripple's XRP. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 1.1135 and break through yesterday's high 1.13862 to to bring resistance levels into play.